Hi, Julie Rader here. In this video, we'll be covering the Virgo New Moon, and stay till the end because we'll be going through and seeing how it will affect you personally in your sign, what area of life based on your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know your rising and your moon sign, it's always great information to have because you want to listen to all three to get a more well-rounded view. You can go to like astro.com, or you can book a reading with me and I can give you a lot more information about your birth chart. Let's dive right in. As always, if you like the video, like, subscribe, share. It helps me grow the channel. All right, so this Virgo new moon is happening at 4 degrees of Virgo on August 27th at 1:17 a.m. Pacific time. So basically just after midnight on Friday is when it's at its peak. But like any new moon, the new moon, as far as when we want to write our intentions or vision board our intentions or just get them out of our body, we want to do that when we first start seeing the light, the first light of the new moon. When we start to see that crescent in the sky, when it starts growing visibly. Until then, we're still in the dark moon phase. And when we're in the dark moon phase, it's a great time to then just really go inward, get really clear on what you want, and then put it out on paper, perhaps because the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. So write or speak them once you start to see the first sliver of the moon. The moons that it's great to vision board are the ones, the new moons of like Pisces, which is more visionary, or Sagittarius, which is big picture, or even Leo or Libra, which are very creative signs. And you can paint your new moon or sing or write a poem about it. That'd be Pisces as well. Okay, let's focus back on this Virgo new moon. So the ruler of this new moon, Mercury, is now in its shadow period, which at the beginning of September, I believe it's either the 7th, or sorry, the 9th or the 11th. It's on the 9th. On September 9th, it will station retrograde, but we're in the shadow period. So we're going to start feeling the effects of Mercury now already. So this new moon is really interesting because just like we've had all month, it's going to be triggering again the triple conjunction we had at the beginning of the month that we had on the 1st of August or 31st of July, depending where you are in the world. So that was a triple conjunction of Uranus, North Node, and Mars. All month long, the last full moon we had really activated it with a T-square, which was a challenging energy, reactivating that energy. We've had this energy of this triple conjunction every week. There has been an aspect which has reactivated it. Uranus is expect the unexpected. North Node is involved, it amplifies it. It's a karmic point, and you get Mars involved, and Mars is like cutting through and getting right to the details. So it's going to be an interesting one because this new moon forms a challenging aspect, a square to Mars. And at the same time, Uranus is square Venus. So Uranus and the North Node. It doesn't happen exactly on the day of the new moon, but it's close enough that we feel this energy with the new moon energy. So again, that Uranus energy, expect the unexpected. And then you have the sun and the moon together, making this challenging aspect to Mars. Now, what this shows me, this square to Mars, squares can be more challenging, but they're really more motivating, action-oriented aspects. So this square to Mars is saying, if there's something you've been thinking about doing, it is time now to do it, to take action on it. So rather than just sitting back, take the action. Mars is ready and willing to cut through. So this would be a great time, even though it's a new moon, it's a growing moon phase. still, it's a great time to start cutting things away. What are you willing and ready to release? Especially if you're listening to this days before the new moon, great time to go through and declutter. Declutter old relationships, declutter your emails, declutter your garage, your closet, whatever it is that is just taking up space. Because if it's taking up space physically, then it's taking up space emotionally and mentally as well. And you will feel so much more clarity when you create space. And when you create space, there is space for your new intentions to come through and to potentially manifest, because there's actually room and space for them to grow. For instance, just a personal story, years ago, trying to get pregnant, when I was married, we tried for about 2 years, and I had some health stuff going on. Anyway, I had stage 4 endometriosis, but eventually miraculously got pregnant anyway, without IVF or anything. But which we were considering we were going to get to exactly the 2-year mark before deciding what route we were going to take. If we were going to go IVF, we were thinking actually more adoption for us. But anyway, I started then clearing space in my schedule. At that point, I was really working a lot. I didn't really have space in my schedule to bring a new baby or new life in. I kept thinking, well, when I get pregnant, I'll create the space. So I started to create the space before I got pregnant. And then, of course, we call Samson our miracle baby. Then Samson came in. And it's really like that with anything in our lives. So if we want something to be in our life, but we don't have space for it, we need to create space, or else that there's not going to be any room. We're just going to feel overwhelmed. So this Virgo new moon and the time leading up to it, if you're listening to this and inspired to, create space now. Create space for whatever it is you want, and use this square to Mars to energize you, so that you are actually taking the action steps to make it happen, rather than Uranus coming in, expect the unexpected, and something happening in your life that maybe you're not ready for. So we're going to be going into eclipse season here at the end of the year, actually in the next couple months anyway. We need to take action now on the things that we've been getting intuitive hits on. It is time to create space in our lives, in our schedules, in our homes, for what it is we want, and allow this new moon to help you get really detail oriented, quality over quantity in every area of life. All right, let's go through each of the signs. So Aries, this new moon is happening for you in your 6th house. This is a house of health and daily routines. So for you, it is really about looking at your diet. This would be a great time, Aries, for you to consider doing a cleanse, or to cut things out that are no longer working in your life, or to add a new exercise regimen in, so that you can feel full of vitality and you can feel like yourself again. Taurus, this happening in your 5th house. This is the house of children. It's the house of romance. It's the house of creativity. So really, Taurus, if you've been wanting romance in your life, if you're single, do you have space for it? If not, what can you cut out that you can actually make space to have fun, to go out on dates, to be more childlike? Or maybe you need to just create a little more space and time, if you have children, to spend with your children. Gemini, this happening for you in your 4th house, home and family. So this is really asking you, what intentions do you have for your home and family? Are you wanting to move into a new home? If so, this is a great time to start decluttering now. Get down only to the essentials and what you'd want to move. Or what changes do you want to make in your existing home? And start really thinking about it. And then when you first start seeing that sliver of the moon, start making plans, start writing it down. Cancer, 3rd house. This is all about writing, launching, learning something new. So maybe there's a project you've been wanting to get out into the world. Whatever is stopping you and limiting you, just eliminate all distractions and get it out there. It's time. Leo, second house. This is about money and food, taking a good look at where you spend your money. What food do you put into your body, and making the needed changes so that you can really feel really luxurious in your living situation. Get rid of all the possessions that you own that are broken, or clothes that are stained, or things in your pantry that have either expired or that you don't want to put into your body anymore. Virgo, this is your new moon. This is all about you and your body. What are you putting into your body? How are you getting enough exercise? Are you wanting to revamp the way that you dress? Go through your closet, get rid of the old things so that when you open your closet, you could grab anything in there and feel really good about what you put on. Libra, this is in your 12th house. You may feel like retreating. This is your balsamic moon phase on a 12-year cycle. This is the new moon before your new moon. Go inward, spend a little more time alone. Get away if you can. Get away into nature. Go away to a retreat and really be kind to yourself. Also, write down your dreams. You may find that your dreams are a bit more active at this time. Scorpio, this is in your 11th house. This is shining a light on your friendships or the tribes of people you spend time with. Looking also at your social media, making intentions there. What do you want to get rid of? What are you wanting to grow? Get really clear. Weed out old friendships that are no longer supportive. Sagittarius, is happening for you in your 10th house. This is all about career. If you're wanting to grow something in your career, where can you make more space? Make more space in your life, make more space in your schedule so that you can shine how you're meant to shine. Capricorn, this is happening for you in your 9th house. This could bring about the desire to travel or relocation, or maybe there's a subject you've been wanting to learn. Higher learning is definitely highlighted here as well. Aquarius, this is happening for you in your 8th house. Go through on a deep psychological level and weed out what is no longer working in your life. This is also about other people's money, a deep psychological house. How do you want to feel? What paradigms are you wanting to instill into your life? This is a big theme for you. And Pisces, last but certainly not least, this happening in your 7th house is all about relationships. If there are relationships that are not working or that you know are not going to grow or that you want to grow, get rid of them now so that you have space to create your dream relationship. So go through, get clear. I know you hold on to everyone else's energy, even the relationships you're in. Go through and ask yourself, what do you want? And follow that guidance no matter how difficult it may be. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.